It is morning. Here's to the tea. Get my caffeine. It is a new week with new sales. So I think Halloween is in the air. Last night my hair was out to here. The frizz was crazy. I even used a frizz protector. I used to use Wow, and it was really like wow, but it was expensive. Wow. So I used it sparingly, ran out, and I haven't bought it in years. And then I saw a Facebook review that told me about this L'Oreal Everpure. It's 1/3 the price. I got it at Walmart. I bought the hair conditioner and the shampoo as well. I didn't think too much of it, but I thought I'd give it a chance. So I used it last night, and my hair is out to here. I'm like, oh, ain't going for that again. You get what you pay for, right? It's 1/3 the cost of Wow. And I was in an airport hangar for a memorial service. It was a beautiful memorial service. Everybody said what was on their mind. The girlfriend, I love her, Helena. She's awesome. And she really has a love for the Lord. And his children spoke. Some of it was very heartfelt. Some of it was very shocking, but it was true and real. And you need that at memorials. But anyhow, being in the airport hangar, which is full of humidity, my hair just kept on growing. And I'm like, nope, this is an anti-frizz. So I came up here to try to do my first video, and my hair, even in a ponytail, was all frizzed out. So I'm like, oh, let me take a flat iron to this. I'm telling you, it didn't show what it could do last night, but it did show what it could do today. Literally one stroke. And I'm telling you, with a flat iron, I can never do one stroke. And the frizz, it's gone. It's gone, and it's still humid out this morning, but the frizz is gone. One stroke. Usually my hair is thick and coarse and wavy. It's a trifecta of trouble. So when I do a flat iron, I have to do it repetitively. Nope. One and done. One and done. I'm like, wow. It's not wow, but it's amazing. I'm not getting paid for this, but if you have coarse, wavy, thick hair and you have trouble with the frizz, try Everpure. Like I said, it has a shampoo and it has a conditioner. I used all three of them. It's called Iron Sleek Coat and Iron Sleek Shampoo and Iron Sleek Conditioner. Walmart, I think I bought all 3 bottles for like $30, and that's still cheaper than 1 bottle of Wow. So check it out. But you're here for the sales. I always like to provide as much information as I can, even if it's about my darn hair care. But might help somebody else, right? But let's get on with the sales. I think Halloween is in the air. I sold 4 items, and 3 of them is kind of spooky. The first one being a Wild Republic sequin snake. This is the kind of sequins that changes color when you rub them the 2 different ways. Very addicting. If you start playing with it, you can't stop. This is a Wild Republic. It was listed May 25th. Sold June 28th for $6.64. I'm literally going to roll this into a circle, put it in a plastic bag, then I'll put it in a poly mailer, and out the door it'll go. The next spooky thing that's sold, really none of it's too spooky, but it's Halloween, it must be in the air, was this art. It's a hobbyist piece. It was made in ceramic class. It is a working light. It's a jack-o'-lantern man, scarecrow. He was listed February 14th. He also sold June 28th on eBay. He sold for $34. This is called a Yozie mold, Y-O-Z-I-E. If you find them in the wild, pick them up. If you don't want to sell it, give it to me. I'll sell it for you. I also also sold this Party Light Halloween witch's hat. It's got the little shoes at the door. Don't wear your shoes in the house, guys. And it holds a tea light. And when the tea light gets hot, the stars at the top spin. And that's sold for $16 on Poshmark on the 29th. And we sold another frame. These brass picture frames, I'm telling you, they're becoming very popular. This one has flowers on the top. It has the hanger that if you want to put it on the wall, or the easel for the back if you want to do tabletop. This was listed April 12th. I'm sorry, February 20th, and sold June 28th on eBay for $24.99. I got to get to wrapping with my non-frizzy hair, so all these things go out the door. Okay, it's the end of the day. Hair's still not frizzy. That's a good thing. We had 4 more sales while we were laying the floor and driving around and trying to get more floor, and have 4 more sales today. 3 from eBay, 1 from Poshmark. So it's a good start of the week. Very good start of the week. Let me show you what we sold. The first thing is from eBay, this Peruvian hand-painted, it's reverse. So they go on the back of the glass and they paint the picture with the mirror. It's in from Peru. This sold for $20. Yeah, 20 bucks. It was listed on February 17th and sold June 29th. The next thing that sold was this here Formalities, Baum Brothers. I don't know if you can say it, but this is called a porcelain hinged trinket box. A lot of trinket boxes have little goodies inside, something to go with the theme. This one, however, does not. It's very pretty. This sold. This was listed August 8th of 2025 and just sold now in June. So that's a 10 months of holding on to this. And this sold for full asking price of $16.49. And the next thing that's sold on eBay is this beer bar tap. It's Peroni Nostra Azzurro Birra Superior. It's from Italy. So this is all Italian, even though my mother was full-blooded Italian and a lot of her sisters and brothers spoke Italian. She never learned it, which means I never learned it. But this is going out the door for $9.99. These were all pure profit. I bought so many of these for like $60. The first one I sold was more than $60. So these are all profit. $9.99. And our last thing that sold, this one sold on Poshmark. This is a vintage, handmade, probably made in art shop, wood shop. It's got the heart on the legs. Wood-made shelf, handmade shelf for $35, sold on Poshmark. So these are all getting wrapped and going out the door. Hello, all you fellow Delco Beach Dreamer followers. It is July the 3rd. I am melting. We are going through a really bad heat wave right now, 100 plus degrees. I have some sales I want to share with you. Then I am out to the bay. It is crazy town out there. We tried to do some yard sales. We hit more traffic than yard sales. And it was so hot, a lot of them didn't even hold their yard sale. Found a few good things. My brother Steve, he found a nice little willow tree couple, and he found a whole 3-piece set, pearl with sterling clasp necklace, earrings, 3-piece. Had it all. A bracelet. Oh, goodness gracious. I swear my brain is getting more and more forgetful the older I get. And I got a few handheld games. Gary got some really neat frames. But for all the time we put out there, it just was too darn hot to continue, and people weren't having it. So we came back home after we faced that Cape May traffic going in over the bridge. We did a U-turn. We're like, nope, we're going home. But I wanted to share with you the few sales that I did have so far this week. On June 29th, I'll show you a picture here. I sold 8 plates of the Melmac Color Flight dishes. They went out the door for $24.99. They were listed on May 13th and they sold June 29th. I bought them at the Wildwood Crest Community Yard Sale. I bought all the plates and the bowls and sugar and creamer, all for $7. So with that one sale, I'm already in the profit. They went on eBay. The next set that went on eBay is the Littlest Pet Shop grouping. It was called the Arctic. It had a couple of little animals and waves and skis, and that was listed on March 22nd, sold July 1st for $29.99. I bought that years ago in a can full. It was still popcorn tin cans you get at Christmas. It was full of Littlest Pet Shops and toys for $5. And I finally got around to posting these things this year. So I did sell a grouping of them for $99. So again, I'm already in the profit with the Littlest Pet Shops. That sold on July 1st, listed March 22nd, just in case I didn't tell you. The third thing I sold was on Mercari. It was yesterday on Mercari, July 2nd. It was an Henri Fernandez ornament. It's a little baby on sunshine blowing a horn. And this was listed October 26th of 2025. Sold July 2nd for $7. It's going out the door. Gonna go hit the pay and go out the door myself to get some cool water. Got the kids, got my brothers. We're going out to the bay right now. Hi peeps, just want to mention what Gary also sold. On July the 2nd, he sold 2 Mercari glass Christmas ornaments in the shape of fish. They sold for $8.49. On July the 4th, he sold a book, the Cherry Ames Nurse series. This was called The Companion Nurse for $8.80. He also sold a bag of marbles that were from the Golf gas station. They were given out as little promos. He sold that bag for $6. And he also sold 7 wooden hangers. We all know where those wooden hangers came from. That's right, he got them from the Sea Isle Trash. When we were out there at their community yard sale, Gary was happiest when he picked the trash in Sea Isle. Those 7 hangers sold for $6. He has sold multiple wooden hangers from that lot and made quite a good amount of money because everything is profit for him. I hope you had a blessed 4th of July. Thank you for coming to see us again. Be sure to click thumbs up, leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next week. Putting on his own fireworks show.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord's doing. Woo! He's saying, Happy 4th of July, America.
That's it, yeah.
Look at my fireworks show. Ain't it pretty?
Yeah.
That was something that went gloop in the water. Gloop.
Might have been a crab or something, or
who knows?
There actually is sharks.
Yeah, there's sharks in that water.
Oh yeah.